A little nervous about this. It's about the third time today I got up with from a warm seat with pieces of paper in my hand.
Oh, good.
You guys are a sharp crowd. Seriously, I'd like to thank you all for attending. Richard and Christina's special day, I know it means a lot to them. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Patrick. I'm Richard's first cousin. We grew up together. He's like a brother to me. Your daddy.
Patrick who?
You know, I could probably tell you many stories about me and Richard growing up together. But I like Christina way too much, and I want him to stay married. So I'll just tell you a little story. With Richard, it was all about cars. I remember Richard's first car. You remember that car, Richard? He had a yellow Vega. We cruised that thing until the wheels fell off. It was a death trap. I think my aunt and uncle bought it for him, but and then he came up. It was big time. He got into mini trucks, and as Richard says, it was just an illusion. You know, we drove that truck to Mexico, up and down King of Story, everywhere, and that was like Richard's pride and joy. He finally found Christina, and I'm glad he did. Let's give it up for Christina. Doesn't she look beautiful today? You know, Richard found a gem in Christina. I'm glad you finally made an honest woman out of her. I don't feel sorry for you, Christina, because you've been around for a long time and you know what you're getting into. Today starts a day of a new journey for you guys. Although there'll be times when you both will disagree. Here are a few words of advice. Marriage is a relationship in which one person is always right and the other is a husband. Seriously, don't sweat the small stuff and pick your battles. Remember to speak kindly of each other. We often tend to speak the most harshly to those we are the closest to. Remember to always make the other person feel appreciated and loved, especially those moments when we struggle to like each other. Lastly, remember that marriage isn't 50-50, divorce is 50-50. Marriage has to be 100%. It's not splitting everything in half, but it's both partners giving everything they've got. I read somewhere that a true relationship is two imperfect people refusing to give up on each other. Neither one of you are perfect, but both of you are perfect for each other. Lift your glasses. I wish you both a lifetime of happiness. I don't have my glasses on, so. Now raise your glasses with me as we salute the bride and groom. To Mr. and Mrs. Richard Gomez.
Okay, I write it down because I didn't want to forget. So again, thank you for being here tonight. We are here on this special day to celebrate two wonderful people, Richard and Christina. My name is Georgina, cousin to the groom and now the bride. When Christina asked me to be her maid of honor, I was a little shocked, but more just honored. So thank you very much for this honor. What I love about Christina is her honesty, compassion, humor, and selflessness. We have had some great times dancing at parties. Yes, we have. Last weekend. Having fun in Vegas. Oh, yeah. And just sitting around the table at a barbecue or a campfire. Had some great times. She always listens and speaks from her heart. Christina is so humble and down to earth, which is her greatest quality. After years of asking them, when are you guys getting married? I couldn't believe that they actually told me they were getting married. I was so excited. When I say selflessness, one example that comes to mind is when Richard needed his kidney. Christina stepped up. She said, he can have one of mine, without hesitation, and immediately started going through the process of compatibility testing. Unfortunately, she wasn't a match. However, she still donated her kidney so that Richard could move up on the list. She quickly scheduled the appointment, and bada bing, it was done. It was like, wow. She wasted no time. I know that I speak for Richard's entire family. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Richard, you are lucky to have found Christina. She loves you unconditionally, and I know she's already proven that to you. She's the best thing that has ever happened to you. Treat her right, and remember what I always told you. Yes, dear. We all know the saying, right? Happy wife equals? All right. So I will end with this. Remember that love isn't perfect. It isn't a fairy tale, and it doesn't always come easy. Love is overcoming obstacles, facing challenges, fighting to be together, holding on, and never letting go. It is a short word, easy to spell, difficult to define, and impossible to live without. Love is work, but most of all, love is realizing that every hour, every minute, every second of it was all worth it because you did it together. I love you both so much, so raise your glasses with me as we wish Richard and Christina a lifetime of love and happiness. Salud.
So I'm just going to make this short and sweet. What? I just wanted to thank my father for helping this to happen. My small but humble family over here that now is a part of a larger one. Yeah, and Georgina took care of so much stuff. She almost took care of it as if it was her own. And I appreciate that, and I thought about that. That's why I knew that I could trust in her with everything that I had. And I do thank you so much. And I love each and every one of you. And this man, I love him so much. He is such a strength. He never complains, no matter how much he's in pain. No matter what he goes through, he still stands up no matter what. And I love him for that. That's why I'm with you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'll do the first dance with the bride and the groom. All right, once again, let's make some noise for the newlyweds. give Richard and Christina a round of applause.